EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for the Lions, getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt, now in year number 6.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
Here's a pass swing out left to his running back. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. Quick throw completed by Purdy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's second down. You look at this Arizona defense. They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Purdy's throw complete to Freiermuth. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. First run of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs, the Alabama product. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, this defense for the Cards, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
One of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 12-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. Another completion right there. And again, Charles, good time in the pocket. That offensive line on this opening drive been really solid.
They've been more than solid. They've really tamped down the pass rush and kept him safe in the pocket, able to look around, find his target, and deliver. He's got to make sure he tells the offensive line in the huddle, thanks, fellas. Let's keep it going.
Now a second and 10. Purdy from the gun. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Purdy sets up to throw again. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here come the Cardinals now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns just to call it productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
Now this throw caught left side. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was 1 drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Gibbs straight ahead. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. You look at this Arizona defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. A quick throw there is incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know.
He's got a man, complete. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals. Jahan Dotson, 87 yards. And the Cards are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes, he just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it as we resume action. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action here. Purdy. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard
line. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is incomplete, but a flag back at the line of scrimmage. And this could be a first down. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Purdy off the play fake. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Second and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. Over the middle, complete. That's short. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Purdy will look to throw again here. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. This is taken at about the 14. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
It's another first down as this time they get an even trade. Off play action. Nance. Throw left side to Higgins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Touchdown, Cardinals! A 16-yard touchdown, as his guys were able to push that lead out a bit further. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball, or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they're going to continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3. I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Purdy now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And 3rd and 8 now. Purdy. Well, that's to the left sideline and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Detroit. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
19, come 19.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals. Jahan Dotson with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Cardinals continue to pull away here in this first half. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Now Purdy. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. On first down, Purdy. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Purdy looking to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Throwing here, Purdy. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And this one is right through. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll start up in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle. And that one tied 14 apiece in the second.
The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the third quarter. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. He's on his way. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face.
Let's go now. Mustang 19. Let's go.
They go play action here on first down. It got his man complete. Now he's into the clear again. Touchdown. Jahan Dotson, 75 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Ready? 79 Broncos.
Off the play fake. Nance. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
On the ready. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready?
Off play action. Nance. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cardinals get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead grows even larger.
Ready? Warrior 70.
Off the play fake. Nance trying to lay one up deep. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Cardinals start to open this lead even wider here in the fourth. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Off play action. Nance. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Off the play fake. Nance. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
Holding. Offense.
Jonah Williams, former first-round pick, the guilty party. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Off play action. Nance. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Let's go now. Let's go. On the jump.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Ready?
Off the play fake. Nance. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because
he's got a man, complete. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A great play there. 50 yards. And the Cardinals add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. The extra point by Sly is up.
Top 60, top 60. Ready, right?
Off play action. Nance.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently. Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock.
Let's go.
But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 12-yard line. Back to throw again. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football.
60 Vikings. Ready?
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a